I'm in the shop this evening. This is the 30th day of September, 2022. It was 99 years ago on this day my dad was born, Lloyd Ambrose Halstead. He was the son of Lloyd Austin Halstead and Ida Mae Halstead. He was born at a place called Paradise. Some people, one of his birth certificates has Sigmund on there. He always told me he was born at Paradise. Anyway, I was thinking about him today on his birthday. And my dad was quite a gentleman. He was a father who knew how to raise children. He was a man that would spend time with us, even though we didn't have much, and lived in an old coal company house. And remember when we moved there was only 4 rooms. Had a fireplace that heated 2 rooms, and that was it. Eventually we bought a stove, a coal stove, and put it in one of the rooms, and that really helped. Remember the winter, it being cold, and Mom would try to keep the kitchen and the dining room warm, and it was almost impossible. I've seen that stovepipe red all the way to the ceiling many a time, but that's the way we lived. That's what we had, and Dad made the most of it. He worked in the mines and coal miner all his life, but he made ends meet. He was faithful to us, faithful to his jobs. We remember him today on his birthday. One of the things I'm down in the shop here, and one of the things I wanted to talk about today was this old shotgun. This shotgun is one that's pretty much common to this area, especially back in those times. It's a Winchester Model 37, 12 gauge, full choke gun. It's a steel light 12 gauge. Nothing special about it. It's not a red letter model or anything like that. What makes this special is this shotgun belonged to my grandfather, Lloyd Halstead, Lloyd Austin Halstead. And when Grandpa passed away, the shotgun was passed down to my dad. And when I was an old boy there at home, I used it to squirrel hunt with. It was really about the only firearm other than an Iver Johnson 22 sealed 8 revolver that Dad kept. But we did all the squirrel shooting and rabbit shooting and things like that with this old shotgun. But this shotgun belonged to my grandpa. I was told he bought it used around Printer at the company store. Not sure when exactly, but probably back in the 40s and perhaps even in the late 30s. I'm not sure. I don't have any idea. I've never run these shotguns to see when they were made or how long they were made. But what makes it special, it's my grandpappy's, and he passed it to Dad, and Dad passed it to me. So every time I pick this shotgun up, I think about them 2 guys, especially my dad. And it's one of the cherished items that I have from my dad. I got some of his military stuff. Dad was in the Army Air Corps in World War II. He was trained at Homestead Air Force Base in Florida. He went from there overseas to England, loaded bombs on planes during D-Day, or the time leading up to D-Day, when they were bombing those beaches and various targets. And from there he went to Venlo, Holland, and done the same thing, worked ordnance, and from there on into Germany. But that was my dad's military career. Dad got out of the Army, or got out of the Army Air Corps. He moved to Printer, and there he worked in the mines. And had a bad accident, about lost his leg down there, and he always did walk kind of funny because of that. But he went on to move to Sundial and then to Montcole, and Montcole's where I remember the most at. Faithful man, good dad, good father. I mean, you couldn't ask for anybody any better than he was. So on this day, which is his birthday, if he was alive today, he'd be 99 years old. Love my dad. He was a great guy, great guy. So on this day, pick this old shotgun up and I think about my dad. Hope your dad was special too. Mine certainly was. So on this day, we wish him a happy birthday.